Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is GGF bringing you episode 42 of Let's Try Obsidian Entertainment's latest, greatest open world RPG, Avowed. Haha, I hope you guys are doing well. Having a great time out there. We are up to our neck in interesting lore and crazy circumstances. I do for we're still exploring that ruin, that cave, the cavern, where all sorts of stuff is going on inside. I do want to read those books that we picked up and didn't read to start off because more information is good. Andra's Mortar was a massive patch of ocean in the Deadfire Archipelago that was racked with storms for centuries. The storms subsided eventually. Yeah, I want to go into our inventory and go to journal, go to documents, Dawn Shore, Aothasian Prayer. I think we read this. Yeah. Yetta's journal. We read. Letter to Carlod. Okay, it's lore. Here we go. Book 4 redacted. We checked that out. Glossolalia. Let's read this. In the ruins of Ukaizo, the great city of the ancient Huana in the Deadfire, I once found a curious inscription. The inscription was written in 3... Oh no, we read this. Right. Lacuna. Origin. Right, we read that. Annals of the Park Runin. Nothing is lost. The search for Ukaizo. Excerpted from the collected journals on Wanamora Wave Chaser. Of Wanamora Wave Chaser. The Ranga's men came to collect my portion of prize share this morning, and I had nothing to give them again. I make no money for the tribe, though I'm always in my little ferry boat, Grey Gull, carving through the waves. At night I get no sleep. Wayataro asks me to conserve the lamp oil to come to bed, but I can't, not until I find it. I know it's out there, the lost city of Ukaizo. On every chart and map of the Deadfire I've found, whether Huana, Valian, or Rautean, there is a gap, an empty space where so much of our history should be. Did it burn to ash and cinders in the cataclysm? Did it sink below the waves? Does Ngadi clutch it to her breast at the bottom of the sea? Perhaps it's lost and wandering like me, unmoored, looking for a home it can't remember, but for which some insistent longing burns in its chest, an ember always smoldering, a little fire to push it on. Wayataro wants me to give it up, but how can I? On mornings when the sky is so clear I can hardly catch my breath for the beauty of it. I think I see it out there, shimmering in the brightening blue light. Is it a taunt or a beckoning? Would I be able to tell the difference? I asked the fisher folk when they return with their catch at sunset. Tibere, I say, did you see anything? Or you, Mabori? What about you, Puara? They avoid me now. Wayataro says they are busy, but I know they think I'm tide-sick and sun-addled. The way Puara's lips curl in disgust when I approach, the way Tibere's eyes seem to see right through me, I know. They won't have to suffer me much longer because tomorrow I'm taking Grey Gull and sailing north. Someone has to chase the old tales, so I will. We read this. Collected Annals of Lengrath. The Deerwood, the proliferation of animancy. The Great Western Stag. One day, Aethys was sitting on a wall watching a cat play in the sun. A crystal hung in a nearby tree had fragmented a sunbeam and scattered small motes of light on the ground. They danced around the cat, sliding over him as he frantically batted at them. He spun in place, following one as it rushed past him, and leaped on it, trying to pin it down. Aethys smiled, amused at the animal's tenacity. The cat landed on a spot, placing his paws over it, only to watch it flit away again. Aethys watched the cat's tail twitch and slap at the ground, annoyed that his prey could not be pinned. "Why must you tease him?" a voice said from behind him, accompanied by the crunch of sandals on gravel. "I merely bring the dawn," Aethys responded. "I don't stoke the hunter's heart. That's your responsibility, isn't it?" "True," said a second voice, "but neither do you quell it. If the hunter could not see his prey, would he still hunt?" "So philosophical, Helia," Aethys said, and turned to greet the two gods that approached him. "Have you come to debate the parallel between sight and desire?" He gestured to the wall, inviting Helia and Galawain to join him. They sat in silence, watching the cat who continued to hunt the sun, fruitlessly swatting at another mote and then rolling onto his back. "I have created the ultimate prey," Aethys said finally, breaking his silence. "It can be tracked, it can be followed, it can be seen, but it can never be caught." Galawain laughed lightly. "You don't agree, Galawain?" Aethys asked. "While it's true that your creation is elusive, it hardly can be considered the ultimate prey because it never can be caught." He paused, his brow furrowed in thought. If that mode of light had substance, the hunter could subdue it. Otherwise, it's merely a dream, truly a fruitless endeavor. "All creatures spend their lives chasing fruitless endeavors," said Helia. "It is the way of mortality." Galawain laughed again. "I could create a creature, a living creature of flesh and blood that could never be caught. I make your dream a reality." Now it was Aethys' turn to laugh. "You propose turning a fruitless dream into a fruitless reality. How is this any better? A life spent in the pursuit of an attainable goal far exceeds any other." "But you just said no one could catch this creature. This is not attainable." Galawain smiled. "Humanity has surprised us before. Indeed, it could surprise us again. I will create a great white stag and I will set it free in the world. It will have grace, resilience, and tenacity. It will exist solely to be pursued for all its days, and it will never be caught. It will serve to inspire the hunt for generations to come. All those who wish for glory will invoke my name. All those who hear its story will ask for my blessing in finding it." Helia shook her head and threw Galawain a bemused look. "I do not believe this is possible, so I too make an offer. To the person who catches this stag, and they will catch the stag, I will bestow upon them its grace, resilience, and tenacity. Thrice blessed they will be. They will ask for my blessing on the hunt so they can obtain my boon." Galawain and Helia took up arguing whose name would be invoked more when the hunt was on. Aethys sighed, a small smile playing at the edges of his mouth. He stood and looked to the sky. The sun had already started to hide itself behind the mountains. The cat, long ago tired of stalking the motes, had fallen asleep beneath the tree. He turned and looked at the other gods, deep in debate, and sighed again. "I merely bring the dawn," he repeated as he made his way down the path. "It is up to you to see what I reveal." Alright, and that is going to be it for the documents. Okay, so we're filling up with items. None of them are +1. Okay, that's my +1 arquebus, but that's beside the point. Alright, so let's get ready to deal with whatever we're dealing with here. Whoa, it pulled me up here. I just want to break all the pots, but anyway. We have to go, well no, there's only one way through. We have to confront Homie about what he did here. was attempting to do anyway. Where was the spot where we could fall down the ceiling? That's what I want to know. Because if that's a different spot, I need to get back there and check that out first. There it is. Yeah, it fell down here. Oh my gosh. Are you guys ready for this? What's this third switch do, I wonder? Alright, here we go, guys. I could go back up there. We have to go down that way. I just want to be super certain that we're done in here because we could end up missing some really great prize. This just goes down to where we were going to go, yeah. There was another way. Aha! We didn't do this. Bound boots. What? And a belt. What are the bound boots? Good thing we came over this way. Let's check those out immediately. Boots of the bricklayer. We're wearing bound boots. Plus 15 max stamina. Reinforced leather binding, shield the legs and encourage good circulation. Boots like these are worn on long journeys as protection against the elements and to bolster one's energy. Explorers in the living lands rely on both to survive. We're wearing the metal braces, 10% ability cast speed. And there was back there, we had explored everything. I don't see anything down there, so, whoops. Oh, it's up here. Oh, this is where we just were. But is there not another way to go here? No. Alright, so I'm satisfied. Let's head back and,
Why has he come here? Why does he build the idol in this place?
I'm not entirely sure. Voice in my head. But we're gonna do the optional confront him. Even though he is a godlike of 630 years or older. By the way, oh man, this opens up. Wait, does it open up new things? No, this was the way we had to go the first time. That just goes there, okay. So yeah, we've pretty much conquered
Even the flood could not stop him. Fealty or sickness?
Oracle's up ahead. Be ready for anything.
Did we come this way? Yeah, we came this way, okay. Alright, here we go.
There you are. I worried for you when the earth shook.
Lies like wasps.
Are you going to say something?
You have been gone some time. Do you carry the splinter of Aethys?
I found the bodies of the expedition team in your workshop. Did you kill them?
Ah, I did not expect you to be so thorough in your explorations. Nevertheless, I am impressed. As to whether I killed them, well, that is a matter of semantics. Does death occur the moment the heart ceases beating, or when the soul is broken upon the wheel? In one sense, then they are quite dead. In another, they remain very much alive.
What?
In either case, they have entered a state of change, and the impetus was mine.
You're going to put their souls in your statue, aren't you?
Yes, you and you alone see my purpose clearly. You see, I have given them the opportunity to be part of something larger than themselves. With your help, I shall give them a new commission. To prosecute the redemption of a god.
How do you expect to redeem, by making them prisoners?
By making them jailers.
How do you expect to redeem Aethys?
Do you carry the relic I asked you to collect?
I do carry it.
Excellent. The relic you have retrieved was stolen from Aethys' body. He is bound to it, or it to him. And before the events at Ukaizo, he would speak to me through it. He speaks to me no longer, but I believe he resonates with the splinter yet, as I do. If I am correct, when it is placed in the statue, the magnifying power of the Ardra will draw him into it, and he will be trapped. Locked into the reliquary with a chorus of furious souls acting as his conscience. He will finally begin the work of making right all the wrong he has done. All that is left is for you to place the splinter into the statue's chest. Will you do it?
I'm curious, Kai Marius, what do you think?
Me? If I ever suggest helping some crazy Nimdu bring a statue to life for religious reasons, please kill me then and there.
Look, I'm all for second chances, but restoring the god who started the Saints' War and left a trail of corpses and deadfire? Even I can see that's a bad idea. And I can't imagine a worse fate than spending an eternity as one of those poor souls stuck with him.
Right.
I've heard I can change him before.
Absolutely not.
I see. Why?
You killed innocent people to advance your own sick goals.
Then I shall simply take the splinter from your corpse.
Hold on. Let's not be hasty.
I do not wish to pursue violence, but I will if I must. This is the work of my life. Now, the relic, if you please.
What will happen to you if your god abandons his domain in the beyond?
I cannot say. But when I return to the wheel, I pray I do not see Aethys there, for it will mean that I have failed. You see, my brother, you must understand. I am willing to endure a life of greatest loneliness, so that he may repent.
I refuse to be party to this. There's no way this will work.
Aethys is weak,
Huh.
if he persists at all. He expended tremendous soul energy manifesting in the body of Moros Nua and marching it across the Deadfire. By the time he reached Ukaizo, he was spent, and used the very last of his power to destroy the wheel. The god that is left is but a wisp of purpose, floating through the beyond. It is that wisp I will capture.
Alright, well, I refuse to be party to this.
If it must come to this, so be it.
What's up?
Ah! I missed them.
Not looking good.
Gotcha.
Then, so can we leave now, or?
Hear us. Follow us. We would speak to you.
Last light of day. Good fighting. Bong bong. Woo! We would speak to you, speak to the voice. Ah, the Adra pillar. I wonder what would happen if I would stick the relic in myself. See what happened. Probably bring this thing back to life. Just killed a 600-year-old godlike. Alright, optional, speak to the voice, quick save. Let's go, son.
We sense weight on you. Essence. Yes, we know this melody. A part of the statue, a piece that yearns for its true place. Combine them. Join soul into body. Let it sing for us.
Will something happen if I do that? Why do you want to finish the statue?
It dreams in colors we have never seen. Would we use it? We cannot know. It must be complete.
Will something happen if I do that?
Feast? Famine? We could not say. The Adra dulls our mind. We sense an acorn. Possibility.
No, it's gonna... I'd rather keep looking around.
Dear Romes, where does it stop? We do not control its feet. But hurry. The roots twist. The earth heaves underneath the stone. The eaves cannot hold.
Hey, Convoy. Back with us?
Place the splinter Vaethus in the statue. Oh boy.
Don't get too used to the comforts of Paradise.
It would be interesting as heck, but I don't want to imprison all those people. So, as interesting as it would be, I'm going to get up out of here, I think. not going to go through every solution that can be saved for, like, someone playing the game themselves. If you guys want to see what happens, if I place the splinter in, you guys can check it out. I'm going to take the way out of here and speak to Ulfric. Our job is done here. Go to Dawn Shore. Fior Mezzeverno is a city in Emerald Stair, founded by Valian expatriates 50 years ago. The city prides itself on being an intellectual haven where free thinkers and animancers can research in peace. Now the splinter may be an artifact itself. I don't know, like an artifact we can use. It's an artifact, but oh. Essence potion. Very nice. Where did that come from? And is there more like it? Lockbox. 9 silver fennings, 2 softwood branch, iron chuck pelt, primal flame, 15 copper skates.
The Oracle might have been a creepy, murdering Korma, but he sure kept a nice home.
He did.
Guess his work on the statue didn't leave much time for renovations.
Incomplete lecture. How do I live if there is no consolation? When he left the world, I was emptied of divinity. I am a slave now to desire for it. I am unmoored from space and time. I am a body persisting until it is gone. Nothing. Is that what he wanted me to become? Yes, become nothing. And your problems will be solved. Everybody wants to be something. Burned lady. Cooked rabbit bits. Saint Widewind, farmer become god. With a mention of the name Widewind, most folk think of only one word, Godhammer. While this event echoes through the ages and is still felt years after the destruction of Evan Duer Bridge, Widewind's humble beginnings belie the powerful force he would grow into. Widewind lived an unassuming life in a remote area of Raidsurus, the son of Vorless farmers. He toiled in the fields alongside his father for 22 years until his father's death. The farm then fell to him to run. He considered selling, but had no other skills upon which to draw, so he set on the path of Vorless farmer as well. Nothing of note was recorded in Widewind's life until 4 years after his father's death. One day while working in the fields, Widewind's life was irrevocably changed. In his words, night was falling, the fingers of dusk already gripping the sky. The sun had dipped behind the world's edge and stars were peeking from beyond the shroud. The day was still and darkness had blanketed the field. I placed my last harvest of the day into the collection pile when, from behind me, arose a brilliant light. I turned, fear in my breast, knowing not what could have caused such intense radiance. Behind me stood a blazing figure resplendent in glory. Its white flesh glowed with a luminescent radiance, its head a blinding ball of light brighter than the highest sun of mid-year. I averted my gaze, afraid I would be struck down for daring to gaze upon such a creature. A sudden peace washed over me, sweeping away my fear, leaving my troubled soul tranquil. A loving warmth wrapped its arms around me. A voice spoke to me as I stood, transfixed, trying to see both this glorious being and avoid its dazzling scrutiny. "Fear not," it said to me, "for you are chosen above all others. You will be the light to bring about the rebirth of an empire." It then held out its hand and bestowed upon me a vision of power, such that I could scarcely contain it. Widewind, disheveled and dirty, stumbled into his village the next morning, telling all who would listen about the miracle that happened in his fields. Aethys himself, he claimed, had appeared to him. He was to punish the Adheran government for leading his people into ruin. A way would be provided, and those faithful who helped would be blessed when the divinity manifested. Villagers ignored him, convinced the loss of his parents had broken his mind. But Widewind continued to preach of the power of Aethys and the corruption of the governor, eventually earning him the ire of the locals. His confrontations with the villagers hit a turning point one day in mid-autumn. A crowd had gathered around Widewind, jeering him and telling him to leave the village. The Vorless crop that season was particularly light, and the villagers blamed Widewind, saying he had angered the gods, particularly Aethys, with his blasphemy. They backed him into one of the withered fields, yelling at him to go. Accounts of the inciting action are hazy. Some say a stone was thrown, others say he was pushed, others still say he simply tripped over a dry root sticking from the ground. Regardless of the cause, Widewind landed face down on the ground, the villagers standing over him laughing. Enough, a voice, not Widewind's, boomed across the field. Widewind looked up at the crowd, his eyes glowing with a blinding white light. He stood but did not stand. One moment he was on the ground, and the next he was standing before the crowd, who cowered before him. You dare deny me? The voice spoke through Widewind's mouth. You dare refuse my servant? Widewind's arms raised, beginning to luminesce. You dare require proof? His arms went out to his sides. Never ask again, lest you be burned in the light of the new dawn. There was a flash of light from Widewind's eyes and hands, and the entire field sprang to life. The once dried and brittle plants became full, lush, and verdant. The crowd was silent. From somewhere in the back came a call of praise Aethys, and then they all fell to their knees in front of Widewind, farmer turned god. And I want to say that happened in Pillars of Eternity 1, but I can't be too certain about that. There's a book under the bed here. A very good farmer. The spine of this book bears a stamp designating it as part of the restricted collection of the Halls Obscured. It appears to have been stolen. Every page is filled with closely packed writing and illustrations. One passage reads, Saint Widewind pursed his lips and stared down the glowering visage which peered at him between stalks of Orlis. He gripped the wooden shaft of his scythe, slick with sweat from his palms, the hands of a working man, which he was. Then you're Aethys, then, he said. That I am, said the god. Then you already know what I want, said the farmer, who was Widewind. That I do. Widewind unknotted the taut cord which restrained his ponytail and let the flowing, flowering locks cascade around his shoulders and rest over the shelf of his bosom. He winked and cleared his throat before winking again. I've got a candle that hasn't been lit properly. Aethys moved closer, and the passage cuts off abruptly with a series of jagged notes pressed deeply into the parchment. Aora is not ready for this. Wow. That is interesting. I really wish I was better with Pillars lore at the moment. But that just seems to me that Aethys and Farmer Widewind got busy. Eggplants and that there. Wow. Yeah, I would say Aor is not ready for that. But I do want to play Pillars of Eternity 1 and 2 after this, when we're done with the game. But I guess we are done here. Time to head out. Oh. Oh man, I was not ready for this.
And roll. Nice shot.
My magic getting pretty strong. Level 7, baby. Wow. Bear claw. Oh, I'm just really hurt, but press a 3. I have to remember I can cast magic without holding right click. I tend to freeze up and then I just right click everything, but
Take your best shot. Take him down. And roll.
Missed. Zorp Slasher. Gotcha. Zorps. Landed on his head. Oh, he knocked me down. Come here. Dang, son, this dagger is nasty.
Just like the good old days.
And we've got an apple. I think we have to come up here, right, to get that thing? I don't even know where it went. Yeah, I've got a quick save. Let's go out this way.
A lot of explorers end up dead here. But, hey, they're not you.
Oh, look what we have here. How long have we been playing? 36 minutes, just about wrapped up. Ah. Silver finnings in a skeleton, 10 of them, awakened wood, softwood branch, iron chunk, 2 pelts. Nasty. I just came up here for the whatever it is hanging. Where is it? Oh, it's up there yet? Or is it down here? Ah, Magrin's Blessing. My favorite. I do want to use that more often. Very good, very good. We found it. We'll heal. Alright, let's see what's down here. Where are we anyway? On the rise. Oh, Runid's house is over here. The falls where Rauga is. Aoth Asian Temple. We just have to report to Ulfric. Where the heck is the Oh, it must be down here. What do we have here? Kai, if you may. I guess I could always, whoops, just do that. My stuff is going to recharge, at least for now. Black Bear, 32 copper skates, 2 softwood branch pelt, and a spider leg. Huh. Weird, yes. That's what was hidden there, though. So I want to thank you guys for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Next episode, if you will join me again, we're going to head back to Paradise. And we are going to pretty boy. Very cool. We're going to head back to Ulfric and see what he's got to say. I want to use that sword. Check that out. We'll do that next episode, though, guys. Which I hope you'll join me for. Essence potions are up done. We'll be back out this way to explore more. Electric Lily Seed at a future date. Like, I'm not gonna tackle everything right now. We're just gonna head in through the nearest gate. Which, I'm not sure where that is, but I hope you guys will come back. Hang out a bit more with me if you've been watching these episodes. Pretty much just melee myself. That one died without me doing anything. Pepper. But also want to remind anybody, or just be a heads up for anybody new, you can become a member on my channel. Shout out to my members. Love you guys. To do so, you become a member here on YouTube or on patreon.com/fluent. Feel free to check that out. You guys are a huge help for becoming members, so definitely grateful for that. And I hope to see y'all next time, as I mentioned. So we're going to about wrap it up here. I want to find a way in, though. Like I said, we'll come back. Oh. We'll come back and, you know, explore more out here and see what's what. Look at this. Look at this. What do we got? Huh. No switches, no special buttons. But, also, thank you for watching. I don't think I thanked you guys, and hope you enjoyed. Please.
Or an Eye of Remergond if you got one.
Freezable grates. Certain freezable grates are weak and can be destroyed with frost damage. Unique weapons, spells, abilities, naturally occurring Eyes of Remergond will produce frost damage. But yeah, please like, comment, subscribe before heading out. I would greatly appreciate it. I'm gonna hit this thing with a little bit of ice. I'll check that backpack next time and that book. Ooh, it looks like a unique something or other. Maybe. Anyway, until next time, guys, be well, live well, stay well. Much love, peace, and joy. Don't go away. We go report to Ofric, see what he offers us, if anything. We have to check the legendary sword we picked up from that Godlike, and much more to come. We'll keep exploring Paradise and see what else is up. So, ciao for now, guys.